Hello and welcome. Good evening. This is Ugress livestreams episode 23 actually, and it's almost Christmas. And for once, it's not very warm in the studio. It's actually super cold. If you want to participate on Zoom, you will appear on the second screen over there. So I'm going to post a link to Zoom in a second. There you go. I just posted a link in the comments to Zoom. So if you connect with Zoom, you will appear here on the second screen. I'm zooming with myself. I'm the only person on Zoom so far. Oh, Toratle, wee! You're the first commenter tonight. So, but of course the sound will come from the YouTube video. So it's only for visuals if you want to see like the live version of me versus the YouTube version of me. There's about I think a 10-15 seconds latency on YouTube. So the Zoom video is the real-time one, and YouTube is the processed one. So, good evening everybody, and welcome to this late winter episode of Ugress. Mikkel, oh hey! Haven't seen you in ages. I haven't seen anyone in ages. And Fotis, hello. Fotis, kanskje, hvis det er norsk. I feel like the last livestream was in August, I think, and before that, the previous before that was in March. I've been busy with real-life concerts, which is why there hasn't been a lot of live streams lately. Also, I think people are including me, is a little bit of sick of tiny screens and talking over the internet. So it's been very good to have some real-life shows. I will show you documentation from that. You can swap over there. So later I'm going to show you photos and pictures from the concerts we did. Here's just a few shots from the shows in Tromsø and Oslo. I'll get back to those in a minute. I'm just going to check that everything's up and running and say hello to everybody. Erenzo, hey! And Falcon, good evening everybody. So great to have you here. Here's another visuals. So I'm gonna explain everything over again once we start at 8 o'clock. For now it's just a warm-up, hanging out and checking in with everybody. How is everybody? Like in the summer we were all overheated, I think, and now everybody's freezing their asses off. It's minus 10 degrees here, which is unusual for the temperature in this city. Joe, hello, good evening, and thanks for the nice emojis. And Bastian also, good evening. Guten Abend. Oh, Bastian, I'm so sorry to hear you've been sick. I've been out with the flu for 2 weeks or so. I'm probably gonna cough a bit for tonight, and my voice is not as strong as it used to be. But more critical, my energy levels haven't bounced fully back. So, like, my mind has this vision of what is gonna be possible to do. For example, the production of this live stream. I was picturing, I visualize or vision myself. I'm gonna do this and this and this and this and this, and then my body, I'm too tired to do anything. But I'm up and running now, and happy I made it back to the living just in time for this live stream. Hello Stockholm. David, hi. Also in Stockholm. Both. And David, you are both in Stockholm, I think. And Lars, hello. Haven't seen you in ages. How are you? How is your cat? Oh my god, minus 20 in Trondheim. Wow, I don't think I ever experienced that. Bastian, yes, I hope everything will get better for everybody. So here you see, the comments are on screen now. I'm gonna take them away for a second. There's a bunch of new visuals for tonight. This is what I did when I was sick. I couldn't do anything, so I just let the computers do the work for me. And these are all backgrounds created with Midjourney. and then I animate them later. But the most of the work is kind of just I tell Midjourney to create like a steampunk sewer underneath the evil factory, and then I animate in these creatures, and I put myself on the screens. And here's a portal. Like, there is a tiny story behind all of these. Right now I'm just jumping through them as they are in my set. But we are going to go through them later, and you will visit all of these magic places that I was creating during my flu downtime. Or I wasn't creating them, I told Midjourney to create them. So put back the screens. Oh, there you have, like, now Tool is on Zoom. And finally, like yesterday, we do the day before the live stream, I do a general rehearsal with Patreon subscribers on the live tier, which is very useful for me because it allows me to test a lot of things and to get a lot of things ready for a live audience one day before. So now I am the camera is in the right position, because yesterday I had the camera for the Zoom computer on the other side, which I didn't think about until somebody appeared on the screen, and I'm like, oh no, I am talking to the wrong screen, and your screen is over there. Like, this is probably better to see. Pierre, bonsoir, good evening. How cold is it by you now? It must be freezing. You're close to the mountains, aren't you? Oh, good to hear that your cat is fine, Lars, and you also. Lars, the rabbit. Actually, I'm gonna put it back. Where was it? Oh no, I ruined the... The rabbit is, for all of the animals, I went on different video services and I just Googled copyright-free green screen material, and this was one of them. Somebody has created it or lifted it or ripped it. I don't know where it's from. I just found it on one of the services for green screen visuals. There are some other animals. Like, there's a dragon. He's very angry. I don't know why, but he is. I feel with him. Like, I have a lot of empathy with this dragon. See if there's other animals. There's a deer every here and there. And here, there might somebody appear after a while. Wow. Stars, falling stars. So nice. Oh my god, a dragon. Hello, dragon. How are you? What's happening? Ah, nothing. He's just hanging out. Oh yes, it does look like the timekeeper from Alice in Wonderland. You're right. Ingwell Anna. Hello, 7. -7 in I'm like, hi, -7. I'm not. Yes, -7 in Bergen. Wow, that's so it's so cold everywhere. Bastian, I wanted the dares to explode, but I ran out of time. Like, I have the explosions, I have the dare, but I haven't had time to make an exploding dare track for tonight. So you can rest assured, no animals, virtual or physical, will be harmed in the making of this live stream. Oh, there's Mark and Milena, and there's Lars also. Yay! Woohoo! Post. Oh, and Mikkel is also on Zoom. Wow, hello Vince. A US person is in my live stream. That's perfect. Could anybody calculate 24 Fahrenheit in Celsius? I don't have fingers or mobile phones, or if I yell, hey Sereno, 5 computers is gonna do the wrong thing. So I can't check it out. 24F, that sounds cold, but I don't know exactly how cold that is. -4,400. Oh, -4. Okay. I was so bad with numbers. I thought like, yeah, -4. Holy shit. Well, anyway, let's get warm. This room is starting to get warm with all of the computers and the lights are on, so I'm gonna get heated through the evening. Oh wow, interesting, Michael. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a few pictures of the previous the concerts I had in October and November, and for later after 8 o'clock there will be a segment with a video, so I will show you clips from the concerts. I'm gonna save that stuff until everybody's around. So here's a few photos from, this is Insomnia in Tromsø, where we are playing Cosmonaut, and I spent a lot of effort on building the stage for these two concerts with a lot of trash. There was oil drums and shopping wagons. There was a mad scientist playing the violin. And here we are with Nasra, my drummer. We rented a studio for rehearsals before the show. So we had one day to go through the set, and here's the stage for Insomnia in Tromsø. And me waiting to go on stage. And we spent a lot of time on getting the projection right. As you see here, we ended up having the projector, I don't know if you can see it, here you see it's standing in the middle of the stage because it's a short throw projector. So we just disguised it with all of the trash and stuff, so you couldn't really see that in the middle of the stage there was a giant projector. But that worked well. That means that we do not go in the line of the light. So there's a ton of cameras, transparent umbrellas, lots of dead screens. Oh, and guess who I ran into? There was, of course, the flamingo. Keeps appearing wherever I travel. There's always a flamingo. And here's my crew for the evening. Me and Nasra and Michael, my sound technician. And here you see the stage during concert. You can see we had a lot of dead screens, transparent umbrellas. And I'm walking around like this kind of media scavenger dressed in a Blade Runner outfit, scanning dead media I gather from around stage with an ancient disk drive, thanks to Mist64. And then we just play all of the songs, like you recognize the visuals. Here's like a Petal, where the streets once had the moves. And here you can see more the details of the stage design with all of the umbrellas and the screens. And lots of AI generated visuals. I'm working with like 3 different realities. There's the, can I show that? I don't have a photo of that right here, but I will show you later in the video once we go to go live in a concert. In the video you will understand how I've set up the different realities with 2022, 2044 and 2088. So there are 3 timelines kind of running parallel at the concert. So that was a few photos from the concert. I'm going to check in with the comments and say hello to everybody showing up. The US should learn to use the metric. Let's meet in the middle and switch to the SI system. I don't know what the SI system is, so I don't want to do this. I want to keep to the metric because that's the system I know. So once I am world domination dictator, it's going to be metric for everything. $259 Kelvin is the same as -4. Fotis, version 4 of Midjourney. Yes, I am using the visuals you see here, like all of these ones. This is Midjourney version 4. Some of the tracks I will be playing are using earlier versions of Midjourney because I build stuff, and then once it's built I keep using it. I'm not going to redo all of the visuals or a new version of Midjourney. And also I'm not so far after photorealistic visuals. that has its place, and sometimes I do that when I need like a prop or something digitally. I create it with Midjourney. Yes, they do look like version 3. I think once you go above a certain size, I like that it doesn't create too much stuff. I wanted to keep it like I wanted to keep the cartoony look of it, and then there's not a big difference between version 3 and 4. I think just version 4 makes a cleaner output and less mess of things. It's also better at recognizing or understanding what it is you want to create. Kasper Holmestad, -11. Oh my god, so cold, but nice weather. The SI is the International System of Measurement used in science. A lot of it is the same as metric, but some differences, like the temperature unit. Okay, then if I can use metric for like how many kilometers, I'm fine. We can change to SI. So here, there's a bunch of people also on... Oh, Magna is also on Zoom now. So we have a good team on Zoom. I'm gonna post a link again if somebody showed up later and wanted to join. Here's a link to Zoom. I just posted that in the comments. And you can tap that, open Zoom, and you will appear on screen together with everybody else. So still 10 minutes until the show starts. So I'm gonna jump over and show you some more still photos from the concerts. Here is some of the final images from Insomnia. We experimented with NASA on synthesizer for one track. Here you see more of the mess on stage and the size of the visuals, which I really like when they get this gigantic size. After the show, very exhausted and hanging out with the crew backstage. So here's photos from Parkteatret in Oslo, where we played a month ago on the 22nd of November, 22/11/22, where I was communicating with the audience only through screens and still appearing as Sabotage, this media scavenger walking around in the landscape. The stage in Oslo was a bit smaller than in Tromsø, but for Oslo we had a video wall, which you see at the back here, and 22 umbrellas on giant stands. So we kind of decorate the stand with just me and cameras. I'm gonna tell you more about the logo ornaments later, but here you see the stage taking shape with tons of trash. We had like 30 or 35 screens, all showing static, or at select parts of the concert they show content in sync with the main visuals. Here's a close-up. You see a giant laserdisc from Tool. Thank you so much, Tool, for bringing the laserdisc to this performance. There's a CD, there's a tons of diskettes, minidiscs, VHS, cassettes. And here we have started playing. And you recognize some of the visuals. This is like a Petal again. This is sepia rainbows. And Nasra on drums. And here you see the Sabotage media scavenger. There was also a segment of cyber news with Max Buffer showing up to sell some merchandise. So that's it, I guess. Unlug, the vocals of Deepest Whale appeared on screen. And at 22/11/22 we had a very magical moment. I'm gonna show you that on video in a few moments. And afterwards I was signing mini discs. All right, let's get back to work. Enough partying. We have a job to do tonight, and that is to play a bunch of songs. X-Led. Yes. Uber-led. Yeah, I know. Me also, we were laughing so much about the mini discs. And also, Tool posted a VHD tool, I think was the video, like vinyl. Movies came on vinyl for a short period. They came on like these fantastic cartridges. You insert the cartridge into a giant player that looks like a box, like a VHS. It's a LP player, and it sucked out the LP of the sleeve or the cartridge, and then it starts playing the movie from LP. That is amazing. So my next album is gonna be on VOD, VCD, VLP. I can't remember what the format was. Joe, Dean, hello, good evening, thank you. Both Joe and Dean and me, let's keep up the great work. Alright, 9 minutes until we will start. I hope everybody's good, and I think like 75% of everybody I know had a cold over the last 2 weeks. I hope everybody either is finished with it or at least had as soft version as possible, and you're bouncing back in time for the holidays so you can spend the holidays healthy and fresh. Bastian, what is an IMG? Is that a media format? I'm gonna start collecting extinct media formats. You know, the Cinematronics album in 2004, I published that on... Oh, I did it again. I keep pressing the right button. I mean wrong button. So let's keep that there. Ugress Tele 23. It's starting in 8 minutes. That was the button I was gonna press. So we have everybody on screen. Wow. For some reason, that "a" message was held for review. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to tell you. Once the concert starts in 5 minutes, I won't be able to read all of the comments in real time, but I read everything afterwards tomorrow. And also, sometimes when you post something, for some reason, YouTube automatically holds it for review. Then somebody has to press a button here or somewhere else that kind of, no, this comment is okay. I don't see these when I'm playing. So if you post something and it's not showing up, it's because YouTube thinks it should be held for a review. And I don't see that until the next day, which is a bit too late. Oh, you can hear me on Zoom. That is interesting. Good point. I turned that off. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Perfect. So far, only one thing I fucked up. That seems promising. Let's see how the rest goes for tonight. Wow, Belarus. Wow, good evening. Oh, cat on the keyboard, Ingvald. So your cat was censored by YouTube. Good evening. Pardon, that's what I'm talking about. My flu is almost done, but sometimes I will have to cough a little bit. Good evening, Natalie and Chris. Good to have you here. Oh, there's tons of people on Zoom now. Alex and Soul People. Salt People. I can see you, but you're so far away. I can't see who it is. I can only see Salt People. I'm very happy to have everybody here. And it's about 4 minutes until we start. So I'm just gonna check that everything is up and running. Looks like it. So just a notice for the latecomers that you can participate on Zoom if you'd like to. I just posted a link again. That's the last time I'm gonna do that. So you can click that link and you will appear together with everybody else on video here. Oh, Christian and Torova also joined. Yoo-hoo! Perfect. This is gonna be a party. Per, good evening. Joe, the next album, it's now scheduled for February. I was gonna release it together with the concert in November, but there was so much work with the concert, which you will understand later when I show you the documentation for the concert work. So we pushed back the album to, I think, 27th of February now. I was speaking with my distributor. We haven't completely agreed, but the second half of February is the album. I was supposed to release a single today, but unfortunately I got the flu, and with 2 weeks out I wasn't able to push all of the buttons and publish the track. But it's going to be out very early next year. There will be a single and then the full album at the end of February. And connected with these two, I'm thinking at least one of them, maybe both, will have a live stream. So we will see each other again in, I think, 6 weeks or 20 weeks time after Christmas and the New Year has started. Elric, wait! Okay, 3 minutes. I'm gonna check that everything's operational. Hello Dean, I'm very happy to have you watching. Thank you Joe for connecting us. And Evan, hello everybody. Alright, so I'm about to start now, and I'm gonna put that one on hello, so we have everything ready. If you need to get drinks, run and get them. It's 1 minute until we start. Thanks a lot for coming in, everybody. I'm much looking forward to play for you tonight. It's been ages since we did this together. Perfect, Lars. You got 3 bears. Then we can start. Lars has his 3 bears, so we're good to go, Lars. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to Ugress TV episode 23. This is the winter, the last show of the year. There hasn't been that many streams this year, but still it's gonna be a party, and it's probably gonna be a little bit extended over the usual 45 minutes. So just to start, I'm gonna just quickly tell you what's gonna happen tonight. Mostly there will be music, of course, but there will also be a quick explanation of the graphics for tonight. I had the flu for 2 weeks now. That was just super boring, but that made me a lot less productive than usual. So I had to recycle a bit of visuals for tonight's live stream. Usually it takes like 1 month to produce one of these live streams. Now I only had 1 week, so I have to recycle and reduce the amount of scenes you experience. But the music and me will be here. I also have to recycle some of the material from the concerts, but that was also my intention. I did a concert in October and in November. I will show you documentation from those in the middle of the concert now. Oh, pardon, my voice is still not healthy. So, that was the content for tonight, and let's just get going with the music. Thank you. That was all these heads in your head from 2021. Which is only a year ago, but it feels like ages ago. The next track is Regression 22.
Attention. You are now entering the demarcation area. No talking. No smoking. Follow the orange line to the processing area. The next scheduled departure to the is in 2 hours. You now have the option to terminate and be cremated on the premises. If you elect this option, notify the duty sergeant in your processing area.
Thank you. That was Regression 22. And we played this, you probably noticed there's a bunch of technology scrolling in the background, and eventually ending up with a couple of meta platforms scrolling by. And I performed this in Oslo at Parkteatret at the end of November. And a few hours later, my Facebook account was censored and blocked. And I'm now restricted from advertising and accessing any of Meta's tools for promoting my work. So that is kind of, I don't know how it could be that somebody or Facebook was alerted to this and has kind of slapped me on the wrist for criticizing or questioning social media on a concert. I don't know how to react on this. Like, partly I've been out with a flu for 2 weeks, so I kind of don't know how to react with this. They don't give me a reason. They kind of just shut down my stuff. I can still post stuff, but I can't see the data of what's being... I can't see how many it reaches, and I can't use their tools to promote my work, which is okay. I mean, they're a private company. They can do whatever they want, but it might be time to end social media, I think. I'm still thinking about how to do this, how's the right path forward for this. But I suppose around the album, I'm gonna do some stuff with the death of social media. And then the next track is Talking Distance. Thank you. One of the devices died, so I had to restart it to get my voice and music back. They are back now, and let's go here. Put on the screens. That was Talking Distance, and now I'm gonna go to give you a report for my show in Oslo. Hello, voiceover. It's just a few minutes until the door opens. I'm just quickly gonna take you through the stage. I'm gonna swap the camera around. So that was me, very stressed a few minutes before the show starts. But before I show you the stage, here's just a look at the very beginning when we start building the stage, because I rented a video wall, which you see we are constructing here, which helps a lot with the visuals, because we can then have maximum effect of all lights and smoke. We can have ton of smoke, and we can build a kind of like very magical atmosphere on stage. I was very happy with this, and here you see like you can walk in front of the stage. You could not do this with a projector, then you would see like the shade of the person walking in front. And the graphics, of course, is we used it at 0% of the possible output in brightness. And then you get the effect that the visuals, here you see the full stage, the visuals gonna disappear into the backdrop of it. And here I'm just quickly gonna take you through the stage. You see we had a lot of dead screens, I think 30 screens or so, all showing static, and 22 transparent umbrellas, and a lot of dead media. You see here there are diskettes scattered around the stage. I will show you later what I used them for. There's a VHS cassette, there was a laserdisc which you saw earlier, there's a tape cassette, and tons of dead screens, and all of the lights are constructed in a kind of like fallen post-apocalyptic way. Here you see the laser disc from Tool. Thank you so much, Tool. You see a CD, there are mini discs scattered around, and here I'm walking over to here's the venue from the stage, and now I'm walking over to my setup under the umbrellas. And you have the graphics computers to the right, and my audio setup in front of me, which is quite similar to what I have right here, right now. And here I'm just looking around. I'm gonna move over to show you the viewpoint from Nasra's viewpoint, and after that I will show you clips from the concert. So this is what it looks like for her, and we have like a clear view for each other throughout the concert. Here the audience is coming in, and there's a time lapse of 1 hour, and during this hour there's a media installation running. The screen is randomly changing between 2088 and 2044. There are multiple cameras on the audience and on the stages. This is appearing on screens on the stage and in the installations themselves. Here you see a mobile phone is appearing in a post-apocalyptic landscape, and a surveillance camera from the audience is showing on the screen. Then it starts, and I appear as this media scavenger Yabatai, which looks like a character out of a Blade Runner or the 12 Monkeys, with a kind of surreal plastic costume. I pick up dead media, all of these diskettes or laserdiscs or whatever, and I scan them. And I scan them using a Nintendo Wii, this one. So I trigger all of the audio and the video live while I'm scanning this media. Here you see me pick up a diskette. inserted into the describe from Mist64. Thank you, Michael. And I'm scanning what's on the diskette. Or like, you know, it's fake, but it looks like I'm scanning what's on the diskette. And this is how I'm finding various sounds. The only interaction I do with the audience for this concert is through a multi-network of screens. I never speak to them directly, but only through screens.
I couldn't look at your face and say what I'm about to say. I just couldn't.
And then we start. Here's just a multicam segment to show you. I had 8 cameras documenting the whole show, but I haven't had time. First I wanted to produce this live stream, and also I was out with the flu. But as soon as I'm better and have time, I'm gonna make a full documentation of the concert. So that will be available on Patreon first, but eventually the songs will also be available on YouTube like usual. So from here on, I'm just gonna show you a few clips from the different songs we performed.
This is Max Buffer with Cyber News. Ugress is launching.
We did an experiment with teddy bears of instead of performing sounds, we performed the audience. So we are running around with a mobile camera and filming what's happening on the small screens, which is kind of kids' television characters glitching. And for the final song of the night, in the main set was Deepest Whale with Unlock appearing on mobiles in graphics. So after the main set we take credits, and you are all thanked. My Patreons, thank you, and also everybody who ever supported me throughout the COVID times. Everybody who ever donated is listed in the credits for the show. Thank you. For extra number, we did Reason to Believe, and I kind of half planned this, but through the end of Reason to Believe, I put up a timer on the main screen. And people, like, it slowly dawned on people, like, oh yes, of course. So this is the very moment that we pass over into the next time slot. And you know what, I'm so messed up, like I was focusing on the wrong moment, so I'm celebrating right here at 22:11. You see me here in a second. Yay, me. Because I wasn't thinking straight. The real moment comes, of course, here in 2 seconds. And I'm like, what? Why? Why are they cheering? Oh, of course. And then we finished with the Spider-Man theme. And we took the final applause. This was a fantastic concert. I'm much looking forward to make you a multicam documentation edit of it, so everybody can see the whole thing, because it's many years until the next big production, I'm pretty sure.
Hello, voiceover.
Yes, that's enough. Thank you, voiceover. So, moving on. That was a report, and now I'm gonna play like a Petal, which is, as I told you at the very beginning, I have to recycle some stuff, so that is one of the tracks I just have to recycle from the concert. thank you. That was like Petal from 2022, wasn't it? Was it this year? Yes, it was earlier this year. The next thing I'm going to show you was at the concert. I showed you earlier photos of the Ugress logos 3D ornaments. Here, you see these ones. They are printed by Tool. Thank you so much, Tool. He's in Zoom tonight. And for the concert at Parkteatret, I asked him if I could buy 22 of these from him, and I was gonna sign them. So I did. I signed them and numbered them. So there's exclusively 22 Ugress logo Christmas tree ornaments for sale. We were selling them. I was like, my God, I'm so smart. I'm gonna be a billionaire. I was selling them here. This is the merch person from Parkteatret that helped us sell merchandise. Here he is preparing the logos. But in the end, we sold 1 or 2. This is why it's a good idea for me to be an artist and not a capitalist person investing in stuff that never goes well. So what I did, here it's in a tree, but guess where? Check this out. This is a mountain village. This is Geilo in Norway. I was passing through. So what I did, I went down and here's this Christmas tree. And I am now hiding these logos in Christmas trees. Really, check this out. Here's a tree in a hotel. There's an Ugress drop in it. Here's a library in another hotel. Check this out, a beautiful Christmas tree. Oh, so pretty. But what's this? Oh my God, Sabotage! But not only hotels, here's a shopping center. Oh my God. Maybe you should start looking at Christmas trees around you, because there could be an Ugress logo in every Christmas tree. Could it be here in the star? No. What is this? Could it be here in the flowers? No. In the bar? There's nobody here. Where could it be? Where could it be? Oh, I'm getting dizzy looking at this. Is it here? There's the tree. Is it in the tree? No. Is it in a party? Do they have it in a party? What's this? Oh, is it in this thing? I don't know what it's called, but is it here? My God, there is another one. Does it ever end? This is an airport. Could it be at the airport? That the security, did it pass security? Yes, it did. Check it out. It's in the Christmas tree at the airport. So there it loops. I'm gonna go back to the concert. So that is what I did with the logos. Thank you for your support. That was really, I did this because Christmas is a difficult time for me. I really hate Christmas for so many reasons. But the only way I can engage with Christmas is by sabotage or kind of do it ironically. I'm a child of the 90s. I can only deal with emotional things by being ironic about it. So here you go. Here is the most giphy, eyesore, explosive Christmas you could ever wish for. And I do that with the least Christmassy song I have, which is Worrior 22. thank you so much for having patience with me dealing with my Christmas trauma. I think I should start like, if I do another career, I would be like the GIF therapist. Like people would go to me and tell me their problems and I would find a GIF on Tumblr that expressed that problem. I would charge like 200 euros per hour for finding that one GIF. This sounds like a pleasant job. I would like to have this job. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy for your support in my career change. Anyway, I'm just quickly taking a look at the comments, scrolling by here. Thank you so much for all of your comments and all of your applause. That is very touching and I love it. And as always, but I have to repeat it in case there is new viewers. I do not have time to respond to all of the comments during this concert part. I usually respond to everything during the warm-up. But I read everything tomorrow, so I will see all of your comments tomorrow. I see like Mona, thank you for your comment on Parkteatret, and Trippy New Year comments and the best Christmas song from Bastion. Thank you so much, guys. I will see everything tomorrow. That's one of my favorite parts of doing these concerts. It's like tomorrow I make a cup of coffee and I read through the comments and I'm like... I will find you a GIF on Tumblr to show you how much I appreciate you. The next one is Incandescent Structures of... Thank you so much, everybody. That was Incandescent Structures of Ambiguity from 2020. My god, I feel like all of the songs that in my head are this is a new song. It's no longer new. It's 2 years old by now. So we are at the moment where I have to do an advertisement. As usual. Like, oh, I'm out of breath. Like, I'm gonna have to get my breath back. So how can you support artists today? Especially I'm like the big tech companies are censoring me. So how am I gonna survive? I'm just gonna tell you the best ways to support me is by direct support. You can Vips me in Norway on this number directly. It should also be listed in the comments in the description of the YouTube video below, or you can PayPal me directly or sign up for my Patreon. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But you know what? The most important thing that I really want you to do is to sign up to my mailing list at ugress.io. I'm going to make it very easy for you. Click that link. Oh, maybe I should make it like that. I hope that works. And just sign up to my mailing list, because now I can no longer reach everybody through Facebook. I need a way to reach you with there's a new release or there's a live stream and whatever. So just sign up to my mailing list. The traffic is about one email per month, or whenever something happens. So there could be 3 months with nothing, and then maybe 2 emails in a month or so. But it's not I'm not spamming you daily or whatever. Then a great way to support me, but it's not for everybody, I know this, but I still have to mention it because the people who are interested in it are always very happy to hear about this. You can sign up to my Patreon. This is a way to support artists with a monthly subscription model. I have 3 tiers of 4, 8 and 16 euros per month, where you can sign up for the kind of amount of content you would like to see. I'm not going to talk a lot about this, but this is a way to look behind the art. I post everything there, like work in progress. I do rehearsals of these live streams with people. I test out new ideas. We have DJ hangouts. They get all of the songs 1 week at least before, and lots of extra stuff and historical stuff from the archives. If you go here to ugress.com.patreon, you can see the examples of it, and if you're interested you can sign up here. I posted a link to Patreon. That was it for the advertisement. I know it's boring, but I have to go through these every time to kind of remind people it's important to support the artists that you like, but I also appreciate enough just play my music, watch these live streams. That is enough, and I hope very much to see you at a concert sometime next year. For now, it's Teddy Bear's Picnic.
If you go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you better go in disguise. For everywhere the devil that was will gather there for soon, because today's the day that teddy bears have their beer. Every teddy bear who's been good is sure of a treat today. There's lots of marvelous things to eat and wonderful games to play. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, that hide and seek as long as they please.
Thank you. That was Teddy Bear's Picnic. And we are arriving at the last track of tonight. I'm gonna hit the Planetfall, and that will be the end of tonight. Thank you so much for being here and joining me on this live stream. I enjoy doing these live streams so much. I'm having so much fun producing them and doing them. I'm looking forward to the next one, which will be end of January or middle of February or so. In the meantime, I wish you all like the best Christmas ever. Not really, because I don't care about Christmas, but like have the best time ever and a really, really cool new year. And I hope you all stay healthy and shit because of this. Take care. Like we should have learned something from the last 3 years, and that is hygiene. Be careful and take care of everybody. Enjoy.